So, Coach, you've done a really good job on the glass this year. I think you're first nationally in rebounds. How has that gone relative to your expectations coming into the season?
I thought we'd be much improved to know that's what it is. I wasn't aware of that stat. There's a lot of season to be played, but so far it's been a huge positive for us, just utilizing our ability, our length, our athletic ability, our size, and multiple positions. And the guys are focused on doing it. We knew that that's a part of defense and getting a stop, and then we have guys that just naturally have a desire to go get the ball on the offensive glass too. Zylan and Kamani and obviously Lake and Mello. So and Lou, just with when he doesn't make his shot, there's a good chance he might have a good chance of getting it back. So it's been a priority for us to go into these games, and we knew, I believe we out-rebounded Long Beach by 33, but then what can you do against a team physically as big and athletic in Mississippi State, and we more than held our own on the glass versus those guys.
Is that a reliable way of winning games when you limit opponents to one shot and you get more?
Yeah, I mean, if you have guys who go get the ball and an approach and focus on defending, then you could overcome not being at your best at the other end of the floor, and figuring out a way to manufacture baskets. And the highest percentage baskets are shot in the lane, and if you're getting offensive rebounds and you're scoring in the paint, then you got a good chance.
You talked earlier today about turnovers being an issue. Is it just the general decision making? There's more ball handling issues that are affecting that?
There's always give and take with everything, and some of the lineups we're playing a lot of size, and so that puts more responsibility on Remy and Lou out there in decision making. I love Zylan's role, the way he's passing the ball from his position, and he makes guys better, so that's been a plus. I think we've set a lot of illegal screens and things that are turnovers that I think that we could clean up and improve on as we make adjustments with those things.
Coach, what Dort's been able to do doesn't surprise you at all, does it?
I mean, you got to do it. You got to do it on the big stage, and he had his opportunity in Vegas in a big tournament against a top 25 team and played great, and then really backed it up in the championship. It's kind of reminded me of how Trey played in Vegas last year versus Xavier, and so that was exciting to see him do that. He, as soon as he got here in our workouts, he got the players' respect, and we knew what we had. I mean, I kind of knew before he got here, but he validated that real quick.
How pleased were you with Tayshaun kind of in the late stage of that Utah State game with everyone else in foul trouble?
Yeah, he's had some tough luck, Tayshaun, and again, got enough, of watching him and seeing him work in summer to know that what he's capable of doing when he's healthy, and it was just a matter of him getting his timing and getting to feeling like himself physically and finding his place, on the team. So he's a freshman, but he's super talented and very happy he kind of had a breakout game.
Do you like him best behind the arc with so many other forwards?
He's a basketball player. I mean, he can make shots, and he's got a great looking stroke, and it looks like it should go in. But he's got a motor. He plays hard. He goes after the ball. He fits into our whole mindset. He'll rebound. He had a great sequence with a block, and then ran the floor and got a dunk. So he's just like a high. He's wired to just to play hard and got a great motor.
What's the status of Remy and Edwards for the game tomorrow?
Yeah, they're both. Remy's been. He's been in and out of private, managing him, so we'll see what he looks like as well as Rob tomorrow. But they're, it's going to go down to the wire.
Coach, how's that been managing Remy? That guy's a mile of, he's a fast guy, right?
Yeah, it's just tough because he's such a warrior. That's like where his, he sacrifices so much for the team. Like he's not where he normally would be with with the ankle, but he knew the importance of the tournament in Vegas and pushed through that. And he was another guy, 15 points, 7 assists, no turnovers versus Mississippi State. Huge performance for a guy that just doesn't have his burst, like he will when he gets to 100%. So we're hope that we keep progressing with him and get him to that point real soon.
Coach, back to Dort, it's been more than a decade about, just since a freshman won the Player of the Week honors in Pac-12. What is his limit, and what can we expect to see even moving forward as he progresses throughout the season?
Yeah, he's just a competitor, and he'll play both ends of the floor, and he's a playmaker, and all kinds of different ways, and again he's very humble. He's a great teammate. He's very coachable. He's hardworking. So when you have all those things going for you, and you have his physical, then you could really take that somewhere.
Is that persona normal in a player with his ability?
I mean, for a guy that's produced what he's produced over the last week, and really his hype coming in as being one of the most highly regarded players to come into the program, he's handled it like a guy that's been playing in the pros for like 10 years. He's just very, very level. You can tell he just had a great upbringing, was raised well in a good family, because he's really grounded, really appreciates everything. Just great kid.
A lot of freshmen, even highly regarded ones, sometimes they're trying to kind of find their way, and he just was like, hey, just give me the ball, I'm gonna go to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, he puts the work in, he works on his game. We got a great culture for that right now, guys getting in on their own and working even after practice, and he's right involved in that. So when you put the work in, I think he trusts the work, and we hope that we put a system in place that could take advantage of what he does well, and in terms of giving him opportunities where he could attack, but he's unselfish, and he's just a great kid.
You look at the results, like Oregon losing to Texas Southern. Do you think that's kind of almost a wake-up call for your guys too, that no matter who you're playing tomorrow, you've got to play up to your potential? You got to.
Yeah, I mean, it's
wake-up call.
Yeah, we get 30 opportunities, 31, whatever it is, and so you just got to make sure you get your guys as ready as possible, and the gap is closed so much between levels in college basketball that if you're not ready to play, really most teams could come in and beat you if you don't have the right, if you're not ready, you don't have the right approach, So we hope that we practice well, and guys understand that, and we're ready to play tomorrow.
Do you even consider how many bids that a league might get, or just how that kind of shapes up when you're watching the non-conference?
Yeah, I mean, I keep track of it. I'm following it, and we want our league to do well. Every time that I see a Pac-12 team, I'm hoping that we can get a win. It matters at the end, but at the same time, you stay in your moment. You have enough things going on that you need to take care of, and so yeah, it's a combination of both. But I think if you handle your business and do what you're supposed to do, and win enough big games, then people will realize you're a pretty good team.
Defensively speaking,